a squeeze. Wanna save some cash and live with ease. Naomi is here, your money guide, helping you grow and turn the tide. Let's talk money, it's time to thrive on Rhythm 95.5. Budget, save, invest and win. Tune in now, let the wealth begin. Let's talk money with Naomi, only on Rhythm 95.5.
It is now 2:39 on a very beautiful Tuesday afternoon, and that's right, it is Let's Talk Money right here on Rhythm 95.5. Of course, reintroducing our financial strategist. That's right, everyone, Naomi Jean.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Woo! Hey. Hello, the sound of money. Wait, I need to get this sound effect, like cha-ching, the sound,
So you
sound,
can hear the money
effects.
flowing.
Yes,
Okay, no problem.
Stimulation. You know what I'm saying?
What we need to know now, guys, is whether that money will be, like that chiching, will it fall into the bank account one time, or if it's gonna fall in slowly? Which one?
My hands are open. Not for things to be taken out, but for receiving. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? Or receiving?
Yeah, receiving.
Receiving.
So we're receiving slowly or quickly.
I think slow and steady.
That's right. You're on
Yes.
point.
Yes. I mean, we learned that story a long time ago. The bunny, the hare and was it a tortoise? It was a tortoise, right?
I think so. I can't remember.
I think it was a tortoise.
It's been a while.
It was a tortoise. It was a tortoise.
Right.
So the tortoise won,
Mhm.
although the hare was really quick.
Yes,
so-
because he took his time, stayed at its pace until he got to the finish line.
Yes, I.
And it's the same thing with money.
Look how we were taught life lessons from a very young age. I hope we're keeping those lessons,
I hope so too.
Speaking about lessons, Miss Jean, Naomi Jean, our financial strategist, what lessons do you have for us today?
So today we're going to keep it short and sweet. We're going to look at making passive income. And why I say short and sweet? Because, okay, when you have passive income, you're thinking like, hey, I'm going to make a big set of money one time. And that's why I asked these questions when we were just starting our convo to warm up, so the audience can have an idea of what we will be speaking about.
I see.
Because making passive income is slow and steady. It is not something that you make. And it's called passive income for a reason. It's passive income because it's not a big amount of money made all at once. So passive income is money basically being made while you're relaxing, while you're sleeping. What other examples can I give?
Yeah, no, I think when you the way you described it just gave us everything we needed to know.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, it's money you earn without working actively every day for it.
Right.
But the difference is with passive income, the initial startup may be tasking. So even if I say passive income and it may seem easy, it's not money that you earn and you just sit down and say, yeah, man, money flow. No, we have to do the startup work.
Okay. So this might be an example, might be a product.
Right. Great. Perfect example.
Okay.
So you create a product, like, let's say, and we're not looking at products where you have to consistently make.
Oh.
Like, for example, you're into designing, right?
Right.
So probably you create a product with a template.
Okay.
Almost like, okay, probably a quick example, relatable example is like Canva. People buy templates on Canva, right?
Right.
Yeah. So you create a template that's personalized to you, and you have it there for sale, selling to persons, whether it's in PDF, spreadsheet, or whatever.
Yeah.
So you did the initial work up front, creating that template.
Right.
So if persons go on to, for example, shop.naomisnumbers.co, they will see Naomi's numbers budget sheet.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like the cheapest product on my website, but this is personally designed by me from
Right.
scratch.
Right.
I mean, all of my products are personally designed, but this one, it took years of getting to where it is.
Okay.
Because it's something that I would have done trial and error. I would have been using for myself before I get it to the point of putting it up for sale.
Right.
Right. And all the products go through the same process where you do trial and error, but they have those where it has a more personal touch for you.
Right.
So this one is one of them. In all of them, this one is one. So having a product, you put it up on your website for sale, it will not sell one time. That's for sure. Remember, we're doing passive income.
Right.
So the money not going to come one time. You're not going to get a big sale one time.
Right.
So let's say it's $7.
So
Probably today you get one sale.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow you get another. But it will grow eventually.
Yeah.
It will grow. So that's the point of passive income. Earning money, even if you have your regular day job, you in your regular day job because that's the job that's going to pay the bills.
Right.
The passive income not going to pay the bills one time. It's something that accumulates. It grows.
Yes.
And as it grows, then you can probably clear debt,
Reinvest.
create investments, create generational wealth, but it's something that goes over time. Another example of passive income is investing in stocks and bonds. We don't get our dividends one time, right? We wait 3 months, 6 months, a year.
Yes.
All depends on what you invest in. At first it will be small, but as you let it grow, you'll see the result down the line. You don't see the results one time.
Right.
So passive income is a way of building wealth slowly, avoiding financial security. Sorry, it adds financial security. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering where you were going with that one.
I got
Okay.
tongue twisted there.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
we're adding financial security because it's something like we said we're building to go down the road.
Right.
And it creates room to breathe, dream, and grow. So if you start a passive income now, it may not earn much money right now, but sometimes when you're ready for retirement, that's when you have the real revenue from it and you can retire comfortably and still
Right.
having that little income coming in. So we started mentioning some examples of passive income, Steve. Do you think that we should continue mentioning some other examples?
Oh, we can.
Yeah, so we have templates. We can think of ebooks,
Right.
creating an ebook, whether it's a guide, a devotional book, or whatever, but something that you're passionate about.
Okay. Previously I owned a business where I made and sold coconut oil.
Right.
Right? Virgin coconut oil, and I made this like once a month, and I actually had persons that I would give bulk amounts and they would sell it off. When it's done, I replenish. Would
Right.
this be an example of passive income as
It's
well?
an example of passive income.
Okay.
But the thing with what you're doing, there it can move from passive income to become a main income. Depends on how well it grows.
Right.
But yes, that's also an example of passive income. We also can look at persons doing blogs, YouTube channels, or even courses. So, for example, you can create a course, Steve, online on how to create virgin coconut oil.
Ooh, look at that.
So people like me that want to probably try it on our own, we pay for the course and we sit down on our own time, learn a little piece every time, try it out until we make our own virgin coconut oil.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's another idea. And like you say, that is like probably one of your skills, one of your talents. So using, and we've been talking about skills for the last few weeks.
Right.
So using our skills and talents, especially our skills, can be a way of generating passive income.
Okay.
As long as it's not burdensome, as long as it makes you happy, you can create passive income with it. So I'll always say, like we always say throughout, don't rely on one stream of income. We would have said that sometime last year. Don't rely on one stream of income. The best approach is combining an active income with a passive income. So your active income is your day job
Right.
to pay your bills, put food on the table, and the passive income to help you generate
Okay.
additional income. So active income is equal what you earn by working, like I said, your day job, and the passive income would be what you earn repeatedly from one-time work. So you create that thing one time. So you create once a month, you create that coconut oil, and then it sells throughout. Or
Okay.
you create that coconut oil once, and then it sells throughout
Right.
until you need to make again. So it's the same thing. Active income pays your bills now, but the passive income builds long-term wealth and frees your time.
Okay.
So like we said, it's steady,
Mm-hmm.
slow, but it's profitable in the end. You don't get the results one time. You will see it in the long run. So you can run a small business during the week and sell a digital product online in the background. So you work in, and then you have your little book about how to make virgin coconut oil.
Right.
And you still make virgin coconut oil once a month and sell to your clients. That's one way of passive income. You don't need to be rich to start passive income. You just need to start smart.
Woohoo. Start
Yes.
smart.
Yes. So here's your action plan for this week. You know, at the end of every session, I give something to work on. So
Right.
pick one passive income idea that you'd like to start on, even from probably those examples that we just gave, or even those we gave from previous episodes,
Right.
and write a plan to start it in the next 30 days.
Okay.
So you're going to work on having one passive income, at least one.
Somebody forgot to put their phone on vibrate.
Yes, that's
Hello.
crazy. So guys, if you
Yes.
miss, we're coming to the end of this show.
Right.
So if you miss the beginning of the episode, you can go onto YouTube and get all our episodes there. So go onto YouTube, you can type at Naomi 758 or Naomi Financial Strategies. Subscribe to the channel. You watch the show, you view, put in your comments. This way it will help me reply and even come up with other new topics that we can speak about. If you want probably a one-on-one, you can also message me on Instagram at Naomi 758, or you can WhatsApp 1758-384-4576. You can also go onto my website where you can book a consultation, shop.naomisnumbers.co, and book a consultation if that's needed. Passive income won't happen overnight, but the earlier you start, the sooner you'll feel the freedom. Thank you for listening to Let's Talk Money. Join me next week where we will be discussing the money mindset. You need to make more. You need a money mindset. If you're planning to make more, we need that mindset.
Okay.
So until then, start planting your passive income seeds and watch them grow.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, of course, thank you for joining us today again, Naomi.
You're welcome.
And like Naomi said, guys, we are back here next week, Tuesday. From 2:30 for another episode of Let's Talk Money. So this is where we wrap up for this afternoon.
Yes, take care.
Are you stuck in the struggle, feeling the squeeze? Wanna save some cash and live with ease? Naomi is here, your money guide, helping you grow and turn the tide. Let's talk